I made the slides correctly from the beginning. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're going to start in part two of Darsul Tafsir, lesson number 9. Uh, and I believe right now this is page 50. Is that right? Yeah. All right. And I don't know if you ever looked at the keys, but if you ever, the keys, they have a key to the exercises. And then there's an English key. All right. The English key can give you an idea of what the main points in the lesson are if you download these. And the actual lesson keys to the exercises will gives the tashkil, the signs on all the words. So for self-studying, it would be ideal to use the key. For example, if didn't have time to do the lessons, you can still study because you have the key and you can read with the tashkil like the Quran. Yeah, you understand? So I didn't real until I started teaching the course. I didn't pay attention. Okay, I just used the English key because the English key came with the book you bought, right? If you bought it in the store. But the key to the exercises didn't. You had to download that, and that's why I never saw it until I was like, hold up, wait a minute. You mean there's a key? It has all the tashkil, all the vowel signs, and that would have helped me a lot in my initial studies. So I'm just letting you know right now. That's what I do when I to make sure I'm pronouncing the letters right. The tashkil, I basically don't use it, but I use it whenever I have a doubt about a word. I'll go to this key and I'll just verify that I'm saying it right. Okay, we have the first. We have Aina Mudarisu. Aina Mudarisu. Where's the teacher? هو في الفصل. هو في الفصل. وأين المدرس الجديد? And where is the new teacher? هو عند المدير. He is with the principal. أين طالب الجديد? Where is the new student? ذهب إلى المكتبة. He went to the library. All right, so this is I'm using my slides, so let me go back there. So if you can read all the way to that, read from أين المدرس هو في الفصل to ذهب إلى المكتبة. Now, Mumtaz, excellent, mashallah, hasana. This lesson uh, includes what we've been talking about from the first part, which is the adjectives, and includes uh, some old prepositions that we've also studied, making sure that for example, here we have fi preposition, or for fasli. This is going to be a kasra at the end, paying attention to make sure the ending of the words have the proper sign, right? So let me go. I'm doing something new. I'm using like the books and my computer screen, so I think it'll be beneficial for the review. So as soon as I finish, I'll be able to send you this lesson, inshallah. Once I convert it to a video, I have to convert it to an MP4 video. All right, and so then we have the next. We have من ذلك الرجل طويل الذي خرج الآن من المدرسة. I know that was probably a little difficult for you. I'm going to read it again. من ذلك الرجل طويل الذي خرج الآن من المدرسة. Who is that man or that tall man who just left from the school? That's who that. So read that sentence. Read that sentence for me. الذي الآن. Here we have الآن من نعم. نعم. All right, naam. And here we have man dalika rajulu tawilu. Tawilu is an adjective. And remember, we have the signs. Al rajulu, the signs of adjectives. The adjectives follows what's called the man'ut. The man'ut, which is in this case rajulu. And the not is tawilu. Not is the other word for adjective. It follows the man'ut in four things. Indefiniteness, this has alif lam. So the adjective here, the na'at, must have alif lam. And whether it's what is called either masculine or feminine, rajulu is a masculine word, so the sifa or the na'at also has to be masculine. All right. The not the man'ut or the is singular, so the not also must be singular. The adjective also follows and is singular. And then the last sign, the hukum of the i'rab, is called i'rab. The last sign is dhamma, so therefore the not or the adjective also has dhamma. Every adjective, what they call sifat al-mawsuf or na'at wa man'ut, is going to have these same characteristics. Follow these four characteristics. Alladhi, if it's talking about a person, it's going to mean who. If it's talking about an object or something else other than a person, it's going to be which. All right, you'll translate it as who or which. In this case, since we're talking about a man, we are going to translate it as the one. So here, who is that man, tall man who just left from the school? And remember here, Khadija, we have this Maldi, he left, and Al-Ana means now. Al-Ana means now. And then the next we have Huwal Mudiru Jadidu. He is the new principal. وَمَنْ وَلَدُ صَغِيرُ الَّذِي خَرَجَ الْآنَ مِنَ الْفَصْلِ. وَمَنْ الْوَلَدُ صَغِيرُ الَّذِي خَرَجَ الْآنَ مِنْ الْفَصْلِ. And who is the boy, small boy, who just left from the classroom? All right. Here, walad is boy. So here, remember also the adjective and the noun that describes, also when we translate it, we're gonna say the small boy. However, in Arabic, the uh, the adjective is coming after the noun it describes. You remember that now, right here. Al waladu is a noun, so so this is different than in English. We normally put the adjectives before the nouns that it describes, but in Arabic we put it after. Huwa and huwa bnu huwa bnu mudiril jadidi. All right. So here, huwa ibnu al mudiri al jadidi. I read it both ways. The first way I read it, Hamza Wasli, is dropped. Here, I read it naturally. All right. Ibn Mudiri is mudafun and mudaf ilay. That's why you have the dhamma here. Ibn Mudiri. Mudiri. This Mudir has kasra because it is mudaf ilay. Right. Now, the adjective which describes the Mudir follows the same ruling. It takes the same i'rab, which is a kasra on the last word. It takes a alif lam because a mudiri has alif lam. Mudiri is singular, so instead of being jududu, el jududu, it is jadidu. That's the singular form of the adjective, and it is masculine. Mudir is masculine. We know this is a man because we didn't say mudira, right? If it was a female principal, we would say Ibnul Mudirati El Jadidati. But we know it's a man because there's no ta mabuta. Tamam. All right, inshallah. So if you could read from Huwa Mudirul Jadidu, inshallah. Huwa Mudirul Jadidu, 3 lines up. الصغير Tamam, tamam. All right. Any questions on that? All right. تفهم المعنى تفهم المعنى من ذلك. You understand the meanings from that? نعم الحمد لله. All right, نعم. All right. نستمر إلى الصفحة القادم. We'll go to the next page. ونستمر and we'll continue. لمن تلك السيارة الجميلة لمن تلك السيارة الجميلة هي للمدير الجديد هي للمدير الجديد لمن هذا الكتاب الكبير أهو للمدرس لمن هذا الكتاب الكبير أهو للمدرس لا هو للطالب الجديد أين أين الملعقة الصغيرة هي في الكوب هو في الكوب أين الكرسي المكسور أين الكرسي المكسور هو هناك لمن تلك السيارة الجميلة to? Who does this car belongs to? or who does that car, it's using tilka, who does that car belong to? Because we have the lamb here, the lamb of possession. Then here a little more. Oh, oh yes, yes, the beautiful car. Very good. Who does that beautiful car belong to? Yeah, Jamila too is beautiful. Now here, it belongs to the new principal. And remember, if this is a male principal, it's no tamabuta here. So it's a male, it's a man. All right, and because this hiya is referring to the car, it's feminine. All right, and liman hada al-kitabu kabiru. And who does this large book or big book belong to? All right, and they say who it belongs. Is it the teachers? Basically, is it the teachers? Huwa, is it for the teacher? Or basically, we'll translate, does it belong to the teacher? La, huwa, it belongs to the new student. It belongs to the new student. Huwa lil talib, talib is a student, a new, and jadidi. Here, remember this lamb, um, bring another point out. Lil talibi jadidi. Lil Madarisi. This lam brings kasra, right? Remember, it makes it majrur with the kasra. Lil Madarisi, right? Lil Mudiri. And the adjective follows the same i'rab and the same definiteness, masculineness, and the numbers, plural or singular. All right. Lakin, lakin. Look here. Liman. You see this? Liman, there's a lamb of possession, but there's a sakun over the noon. Liman, for whom? All right. This noon doesn't have kesra. Why not? It doesn't have kesra because remember in a lesson or two before, I mentioned that nouns are either declined, you know, or they're not declined or they're declined, which means they either the last sign at the end on the last letter of the noun, either it can change or it always stays the same. If it always stays the same, we call it mebni. It never changes. So min is one of those nouns which the sign on the last letter never changes. And I'm just bringing this up. Mebni, it's called mebni, and we'll say mebni ala sakun. It is non-decline and with sakun. But I'm gonna try to explain this again here. It is what we call kesra taqdir. It has kesra, but it is not apparent. You understand that? It's called so either the sign is dhahir, is apparent, which you can see it, in the i'rab. All right, like we see here, line two, little mudiri. You can see the kesra there, right? Okay, but all right. So you're either going to see it change or not see it change. If you can see the change, it's called dhahir. If we don't can't see the change, it's called muqaddira. So it's estimated. So liman, this noon would be noon. Mabni ala, it's going to be majroor, muqaddira. It has kasra, and the sign is not going to be seen. All right. We'll leave that for right now. You don't have to understand. I'm just bringing every little bit. I'm going to bring a little bit to introduce the new some vocabulary, so when it comes later, it won't be difficult. All right. All right. Let's go. كبير هو مدرس قلب جديد. Here we're أين. Where is أين الملعقة الصغيرة? Where is the small spoon? Here we see the spoon, and the cup is on the left, and it is in the cup. هو في الكوب. أين كرسي مكسور? Where is the broken chair? الكرسي is a chair. المكسور is broken. هناك هو هناك, it's over there. All right, so if you can read this page, inshallah. نعم لمن تلك سيارة لل هو لل طالبي is ta is ta طالبي. ملاقة مل ملعقة uh, ملعقة الصغيرة. نعم تمام good الحمد لله الحمد لله. All right, let me look here. Where we at? We had a cup, and I'm trying to find this miniature. Looks like my lesson might not be أنا في المدرسة الثانوية. Or maybe I got the wrong lesson here for the key. But anyway, you did good, brother. The reading is fine, alhamdulillah. Um, Um, do you have any questions about anything we just went over? All right. Let's go on to the next portion of that. Uh, next tamarin exercise. One ikra waqtu. Ikra waqtu. All right. Ikra waqtu. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Right. Okay. It's something called and what it is when I talked to the Arab when I first started speaking to Arabs, they many told me that Kabir means big, and if you're talking about an object, if you're talking about human being, it can mean big by size or it can mean by age. So in this case, al kitab is a thing. Al kitab. If we're gonna use, al, if I want to talk about the age of the book, then I'm going to use al qadimu. Al qadimu. All right. Now, but when I use it with kabir, we're talking about size because it's a book. It's not a human. Or I'm not talking about age. We'll just say age. Um, right. He's Rajul Kabir. So you know by what's called context. It's called siyaq kalam in Arabic. Context of the sentence. So in this context, we're talking about a book. So we're not talking about the age of the book, Kabir. But if I said, هذا رجل كبير هذا رجل كبير, then you wouldn't know because it's difficult to know what I'm talking about. He's big, but in normal speech, the siyaq, I can understand that if I'm going to talk about he's fat, I'm going to say rajulu saminu. He's going to be fat. I'm going to call him fat if I'm going to talk about his size. All right. So when I say rajulu kabir, rajulu kabiru, I'm talking he's an old man. So you understand by the context, okay, of the how it's being used. That's how you know. It'll come with practice. No, it'll come with practice. Don't worry about it, inshallah. All right. Now we're at Tamarin. اقرأ واكتب. uh, اقرأ واكتب. On this, my screen keeps moving here. Read and write. ورقم واحد الطبيب الجديد في المستشفى والطبيب القديم في المستوصف في المستوصف. All right. So I'm reading and making sure paying attention to the i'rab. الطبيب الجديد في المستشفى والطبيب القديم في المستوصف. The doctor, the new doctor, is in the hospital. Mustashfa is hospital. Mustashfa is in the hospital. Mustashfa's hospital. Here we have Tabib, the old doctor. The old doctor. Al Qadim is in the clinic. So we have hospital and clinic here, two words. Mustosif is a clinic. And, and they also call the clinic Yad. But Mustosif and Mustashfa is the hospital. All right. And look at Mustashfa. We have a preposition here, fi, right? The noun. Notice at the end, there's no kasra. There's no sound of kasra. This is another example of a word that is it is what called mebni. It's never declined. It never declines. So we will pronounce this mustashfa da always, whether the sign at the end, So this mustashfa is gonna have a kasra taqdiri. You got it, or muqaddara. You can't see the kasra. You don't pronounce the kasra. So we say it's estimated, muqaddara. You understand that? And so I'm just, like I said, right. It's always gonna have, it's gonna be mabni alal alif maksura or fatha. Basically, it's mabni alal fatha. مبني على المستشفى ألف مكسورة مستشفى, right? Shortened alif, so it's always going to sound like that. And so we'll say it's kasra or majroor muqaddara. All right, that's not really, I'm just introducing concepts right now that you're going to need to know later. Notice fil mustawsafi. In this mustawsif, I would pronounce it fil mustawsafi. You know. All right, now let's. All right. القلم مقصور. القلم مقصور على المكتب. The pen, the broken pen is on the desk. The broken pen is on the desk. ثلاثة. المروحة الجديدة في الغرفة الكبيرة. المروحة المروحة الجديدة في الغرفة الكبيرة. The fan, the new fan, is in the big room. الغرفة is room, كبيرة, big. رقم 4. اللغة العربية سهلة. The Arabic language is easy. 5. الولد طويل الذي خرج من الفصل الآن طالب من الهند. The tall student, the one that just left the classroom, is a student from India. So if you can read now, inshallah. مستشفى. مستوصفي. مستوصفي. Because of the preposition. All right. رقم 2. مكسور. أعلى المكتب. المروحة. مروحة. نعم. 4. اللغة. two. اللغة العرب العربية. سهلة. نعم. رقم 5. نعم. Pronounce الآن. الآن. Because this is a med at the top. الآن. No. All right. Any questions on 1 through 5? All right. Let's go next. All right. ستة. We have ستة. رقم 6. أنا في المدرسة. أنا في المدرسة الثانوية. أنا في المدرسة الثانوية. ذهب الرجل الفقير إلى الوزير. ذهب الرجل الفقير إلى الوزير. جلس الطالب الجديد خلف حامد. جلس الطالب الجديد خلف حامد. رقم 9. السكين الكبير حاد جدا. السكين الكبير حاد جدا. The knife, the big knife is very sharp. رقم 10. من هذا ولد الصغير؟ هو ابن المدرس. هو ابن المدرس الجديد. من هذا الولد الصغير؟ من هذا الولد الصغير؟ هو ابن المدرس الجديد. Who is this small boy? He is the new teacher's son. He is the new teacher's son. All right. So if you can read this now, read ستة إلى 10 إن شاء الله. اقرأ. الثانوية. I don't know if I translated this, did I? ثانوية. 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 الثانوية. I am a student in high school. I'm a student. I am in high school. This is what it means. I am in high school. أنا في المدرسة الثانوية. All right. And remember, ثانوية is secondary school. You know, you can say high school. I am in high school, or I am in secondary school. Thani. It comes from the word thani. Ithnan. Two. ثانوي, so it means ثانوية, secondary. I don't think I translated the first four sentences. The poor man went to the minister, wazir. Uh, ذهب رجل الفقير. The poor man, فقير. He went to the minister, al-wazir, or al-waziri. This has kasra, waziri. And then number رقم ثمانية, جلس طالب um, جلس طالب الجديد خلف حامد. The new student sat behind Hamid. The big knife is very sharp. It's number 9. I think I translated the rest. Okay. So if you read number 7, inshallah. Read number 7. فقير. ذهب رجل فقير. نعم. 8. جلس حامد. 9. السكين. Actually, this will be Sikkin, معلش. Sikkin, if I say Sikkin. A Sikkin. Sit. Yes. حاد جدا. السكين كبير. حاد. حاد is sharp. Very sharp. حاد. حاد is very sharp. Can you read Ikra Marokra? Read one more time. All right. Ibn Mudarisi. This is Mudafin, Mudaf Filay. So this will be Huwa ibn Mudarisi al Jadidi. Because Mudaf Ilay, this will be Kasra here. So the al Jadidi will also take Kasra. Okay. Tamam. Questions? All right. All right. And that brings us now to homework, inshallah, that you will need to do for this particular uh, lesson. Imla fil faraghi fiha فيها يلي أو فيما يلي بالنعت الذي بين قوسين بعد تحلي تهلية الباء ألف لام العند اللزوم. Alright, here we are going to fill in the blanks in the following we're going to use the adjective, which is between the brackets, after using. So here, ba, alif, al-indil, lazuma. I'm trying to translate this here. Let me pull out my other book here and make sure. Fill in the blanks with the adjectives given in brackets. And I'm going to note that if the noun has alif lam, the adjective should also have alif lam. Uh, so this is what it's saying. Fill in the blanks with the adjectives given in the brackets. Note that if the noun has alif lam, the adjective should also have alif lam. I just read that translation from the book. I'm not trying to translate it. It's from the book. So let's look at Rakam Wahid. So yes, basically what you're going to do here, you're going to put in the proper adjective, not. This is the not in the brackets. So here we have Aina. Elnina Mudarisu. Aina Mudarisu. So, and it's basically saying here in the directions, you remember those 4 characteristics I said that every not has to follow? Every not has to follow. It has to, in the manroot. Here, madaris is manroot. The not must follow. It must have alif lam. 1. It must be masculine. 2. It must be singular. 3. And it must have dhamma. 4. You understand that? It follows it in 4. This is what it's saying at the top in a roundabout way. All right. So we're gonna take this jadid, and we're just gonna put aina madarisu al jadidu. That's it. And you're gonna use those 4 characteristics. All right. And you'll do the same thing for 1 through. Let me see. You'll do that for 1 through 11. How many is it? No. Where's the page? I lost my page. We're gonna complete that. That'll be the homework for. And that'll be 1 through 11, right? It is right? Okay. If you have any questions, I think you'll have a couple days to do that one. That one might. This is a little intensive. All right, and we'll go to the next. If you have any questions, we'll continue. If you don't have any questions, we'll continue. Let's go to Taratha, Iqra, read. Oh, okay. It looks like. All right. I just did the example on the slide that I sent. It looks like I already did it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the answers, and you'll be able to check your answers. All right. What you'll need to do, inshallah, is pause the video right before the lesson. Right. Number 1. Pause the lesson, complete the exercise, and then you can go back to the video and check the answers. No, on this lesson we're talking about right now. I'm recording the lesson on. I'm recording the lesson as we're talking. It's a live. This is gonna be a different from the video. It's a video. I'm doing it on my computer right now. Inshallah, I recorded. I'm pretty sure I pressed the button at the beginning of the lesson, and it recorded properly. So I just put the answers there, so you have them and you can check it yourself. And now we're at Iqra, lesson 3, exercise 3. Read. Rakam Wahid. You can just repeat after me. Al-Talibu alladhi kharaja min al-fasli al-ana min Indonesia. Indonesia. The student, the one who just left from the class, It's from Indonesia. رقم اثنان الكتاب الذي على المكتب للمدرس. The book which is on the desk belongs to the teacher. So remember, I just wanted to make a note. Remember, al-talibu alladhi. This means the student. Who? All right? Now we're talking about al-kitabu, which is not a human or not a person. So now alladhi means which. Okay? All right. Read. Iqra, inshallah. Athnan. Lil mudarrisi. Lil mudarrisi. رقم ثالثة لمن هذا القلم الجميل الذي على المكتب. لمن هذا القلم الجميل قلم الجميل الذي على المكتب. Who does this new beautiful pen belong to? And it's which is on the desk. Which is on the desk. Okay, Iqra. All right. Here هذا القلم الجميل الذي على المكتب. صح. رقم رابع أربعة. أنا أقرأ أول. البيت الكبير الذي في ذلك الشارع في الشارع للوزير. So we have البيت البيت كبير الذي في ذلك الشارع للوزير. Translation: the big house, which is on that at that street at the which belongs to the ministry, to the minister or wazir. A wazir is the minister, so I guess this could be the minister. Uh, is translated as the minister. Let me check my book. Like the minister of Department of Defense or something like this, the Ministry of Labor. They have it. How would you translate that? Let me see. Minister, wazir. I don't think it's in here. Is it? No. Oh yeah. No. No. But anyway, the minister. So I think what it means, the big house, which is the one in front of the street that belongs to the minister. That's what we'll translate it as. Okay. Iqra, inshallah. Iqra. Kabiru. Lil waziri. Lil waziri. And رقم خمسة. Checking my. Okay. خمسة السرير الذي في غرفة خالد مكسور. The bed which is in Khalid's room is broken. السرير الذي في غرفة خالد مكسور. نعم اقرأ. No. And let's go back to this word here. This should be في ذلك شرعي. Should be a kesra here. Um, في ذلك شرعي. Yes. All right, bro. All right. Then that brings us next to the chart. Basically, we about to finish up here. We have Baytun. It's basically reviewing what I told you before. Baytun. You see the arrow pointing down. It's called a men'ut. Men'utun. Also called mawsufun. All right. It's also called mawsufun. Also, we have jadidun. It's called not, the adjective. Baytun jadidun. It's just showing you a visual representation of what we've been talking about of the. This is called a baytun and man'ut. It's also called mawsuf. And then the jadidun is the sifa, or it's also called not. All right, you understand that? All right. Then we have the box kalimatu al jadidatu, new words. Al maktabatu, the library. Al-ana, now. Al-ana means now or just now. Al-mirwahatu, the fan. Al-mirwahatu, the fan. Al-mustawsafu, the clinic, as in medical clinic. Al-madrasatu thanawiyatu, we can call it secondary school or high school. Secondary school or high school. Al-waziru, al-waziru is the minister. The minister. Shahirun is famous. Shahirun, famous. Hadun, sharp. Hadun, sharp. Alhamdulillah. Looks like we're moving right along, brother. We're almost halfway. Yeah. Put the. Yes. If it's a thing or it's not human, we will say which. And if it's human, it's going to be who. And it's singular. This is for singular. Remember, we see this all the time. Alladhi is the one. Alladhina is the plural form. Got it? Alladhi, yeah. Alladhi is the one. Alladhina. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Qu anfusakum ahlikum nara. Nara. This is all you who believe. Those. So ya ayyuhalladhina. So this means oh, this is the plural form, and this is the singular form. Alladhi, plural masculine form. Yeah, this is the plural masculine form. Alladhi, inshallah. Any other questions, Akhi? I know it's getting late over there. Now, we just finished up lesson number 9, alhamdulillah. Like I said, we're getting almost to about halfway through the book. And alhamdulillah, man, I think you're doing pretty good, man. If you're doing this work, you've been doing the homework, Akhi. Not many people do that. And that's why it takes so long. And if you get a good strong, by your reading, I can tell you understand the rules when you're reading now. I know you probably marked them in the book, but you're getting